Go over there. All right, where am I at? Where am I at? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, my name's Kerry. If you've been here before, oh, you know all that. Leo, it's too late to be doing daily jazz today. Well, for me it is anyway, so we're not going to go through daily jazz today. Anything you guys need to know, I really don't know why this keeps doing that though. Can you just... Let's see if that fucking stops it. Probably not. I don't know why the camera keeps wanting to move, but it is what it is. Good day, delinquents. Are you guys going to take that trash talk from him or what? Are you going to let him talk trash to you guys? Leo, in the background, in my ear, Get Busy, right? By Sean Paul. Get busy, right? So October could be a bit of a busy month for you guys. Could be time to get busy on something. We're going to have a look at what are some of the either different houses or different areas in your life right now that you might need to look at through October. What's going to be coming up for you guys in October? We're just kind of going to go with it's a term of endearment. We're just going to go with wherever spirit kind of guides us to go today with this. But can I seriously just... We need a bit of structure here because my brain needs that. Right. Alrighty. Let's get back to the right screen. If the shoe fits... What is this, a fucking Cinderella story out here, Amber? No. Is that what this is? Is that what this is about? No. All right, my Leos. This is going to be for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements. All right, so I might have a look, maybe even just week by week. Should we go week by week? Let's do this week by week, Spirit. All right, let's have a look in the first week of October. What's going to be the focus here in the first week of October? Let's get them. How's my TB, right? My testy bestie, it just sounds wrong when I say my testy bestie, Darren, right? It just sounds so much better when I say my bestie from another testy because, you know, it just sounds weird if I don't say, if I don't say it like that. If I don't say it like that. All right, week one. All right, we're going to take 3 out of here. I'm going to take 3, Horizon. I don't know why I just called you Horizon, Liv. What the fuck was that? I don't even know what that was, girl. I don't even know what that was. How are you, Jaden? 9th level. The usual troublemakers up in here, huh? All right, well, so far on the table, guys, we've got Mars coming out in that first week. Let's go. We've got one more popping out here. Mars, Virgo. Let's have a look what else we've got going on here for the message for week 1 of October for my Lions and Lionesses. Venus. Oof. What are we doing here? Being brave about love, huh? I don't know. It could be overlooking something, not overlooking, looking over something in the first week of October when it comes to love, commitment, that sort of thing. With Mars coming out here, we're talking about, Mars is the planet of bravery, courage. It's also the planet of aggression, action, passion, and competition. So you don't do trouble, do you, Jaden? Sure thing. Martin, how are you, darling? So no, this could be, again, something about needing to take some sort of action. Ash? Oh, ash. What's been burnt down to the ground here? Okay. I don't know, something been burnt down to the ground even? I said something about ash, right? Ashes. The name Ash could be significant. Letters or initials could be significant. Mars, Virgo, Venus. Let's have a little look, see what's this about. The first week of October for my Leos. Oh, Ace of Wands. Well, Leo, looks like we got ourselves here some passion igniting here, right? And maybe with that Virgo energy there, right, this could also be about some communication as well, right? So it could be some sort of communication coming in here for some of you guys when it comes to matters of the heart, okay? Somebody may be finding their finding some sort of courage and bravery, right, to address a particular conversation or something to do with love here could be significant with that Ace of Wands as well. Like that first week of October. Oh, we got success out here. So what are we doing here? We're having some sort of success, some sort of passionate new experience here out here for my Leos, right? For some of you guys, this could be the start of something absolutely new. Let's go over to the Archangel Power Tarot for a little bit of lovey-dove read. 212 on my screen could be significant there for you, Leo. Again, if you are single, bilingual, ready to mingle, this could be October. Things could be kicking off for you. You could be meeting somebody new. This could be somebody that you've already met, Leo, that is, I don't know, bravely coming forward to say something to. The energies that I'm getting here as well, I mean, we could be talking about somebody with Virgo in their chart. We could be talking about Taurus, Libra, or also Aries in somebody's chart. Okay. Ace of Ariel. So we've got some sort of new opportunity here. New opportunity. We've got 2 aces on the table here so far. So lucky day, right? Somebody's lucky day. Lucky day for finding solutions here, which bring about some sort of wish fulfillment. Okay, so I don't know. Intuitively, Leo, you could be sensing something, picking something up. What are you going to be picking up? Somebody could be somewhere picking something up and meet somebody as well. Picking something up, having some sort of communication or conversation with a person. Again, the success here. All right, so there could be some compromise as well between you and a person that's needing to be had. Some sort of patience, forgiveness, or healing energy. All right, so it could be that in the first week of October. Hell no to Virgo. Look, don't shoot the messenger, baby girl. I'm just out here delivering the message, right? But, you know, with Virgo, I just always get the I examine, right? So, I don't know. This could be maybe you looking at something, somebody else looking at you, right? And again, feeling some sort of passion towards you. Doesn't necessarily have to be 202 on my screen with 44. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Virgo. It could just be that somebody's made some sort of assessment, could have been watching, evaluating the situation, have decided that, you know what, I've got some seriously passionate feelings towards Leo or vice versa. And again, there could be some sort of communication that's had between you and somebody special. Right? Let's not just boil it down to we got Virgos coming up in our energy. Queen of Cups is out here. Page of Raphael sitting straight under that. I just said Queen of Cups. I meant the Queen of Raphael, but that is the Queen of Cups in regular tarot. Somebody's following their heart or needs to follow their heart in a situation when it comes to something that's actually a wish fulfillment, okay? So this is a time for joy right now with that 9 of Raphael, Queen of Raphael. This is a time for love and joy here. So maybe there is a compromise if you guys are even just in something new, okay? Maybe the beginning of October could be a good time for some sort of discussion to be had about a situation as well, where there could be, again, some sort of compromise that's reached, okay? If there's been tensions, it could also be about some sort of forgiveness energy, right? But patience is needed here too, okay? Need some sort of patience here. 8 of Raphael. There's something that's going to come up here as well where doing the right thing for you is what's going to be important here with that 8 of Raphael. It's going to be important for you. So again, follow your heart here in this situation. If this is a wish fulfillment, right, make sure that we are staying open to, again, compromising, right, divine guidance. So what is Spirit trying to do here? What are you trying to guide us into over here, Spirit? It could be also after some sort of examination period as well that somebody discovers or uncovers the fact that there is actually an alternative approach to a particular situation. All right, so it could be about that. I'm seeing 1055 on my screen. So about putting an end to something and beginning something new here. High Priestess. Use your intuition when it comes to the first week of October, Leo, because there is some sort of space of shared joy that is available here. Again, with some sort of compromise here and some sort of forgiving energy. All right, make sure you follow your heart in this situation. Do you want to give me a little bit more context as to what we're talking about here, Spirit? Why are we going here now? That's interesting. That's not what I was going to grab, but... You've got to find a place. You've only got a couple of days. So what's going to happen, Amber, after a few days if you don't, okay? Spirit is saying positive thinking either way, baby, all right? Keep your thoughts positive. But are you in a situation where if you don't find something in a couple of days, you're going to get kicked out, or you're just going to be under pressure to keep finding, keep looking? What is this? What are we talking about? I do feel like we're talking about a love situation here, which I know isn't going to resonate with all of you guys, right? But again, we don't know what other Leos are up and around the collective. Something to do with somebody's manifestation here, a manifestation of love, playfulness. So we are talking about a love situation, Leo, right? We are talking about a love situation. So I'm going to say it like this. If you are currently in something and there is some tension there, okay, just be mindful about compromising here, right? Being forgiving, moving forward and following your heart in the situation, okay? This is somebody's wish fulfillment is here. And it could also be that after looking at some shit, right, that there's some sort of solution that you and another person could be finding in order to bring yourself back to this shared space of joy, right? I mean, I don't know what it's like over there in the States, but I know over here if you've been asked to vacate and you haven't found another place, but you've been actively looking, they can't, by law, they can't actually throw you out. All right, so Leo, first week for some of you guys, it is going to be around a love situation, okay? Something to do with, again, passion, love, communication here, okay? Potentially compromising, forgiving of a situation as well, which leads to, again, wish fulfillment or is a part of something that you've been wishing for. So, you know, be open about what that is coming up in that first week of October. All right, let's have a little look, see. We're going to put all those cards back in and just go again now for what we're looking at for second week. How are you, Helen? I know this is a much better time for my, you know, for those of you that are, you know, UK and surrounding, it's a lot better time when I do lives at this time, isn't it? You guys get to join in a little bit. Also, guys, if you haven't already and you're hanging out here, right, enjoying the message or whatever, double tap that screen, right? Show some reciprocal energy here for the message. All right, also, if this is the energy you're wanting to claim, right, you can easily claim that by some reciprocal energy towards the message, right? All right, second week of October, Leo, what do we got? That wants to pop out. That wants to pop out. Ooh, shit. Damn it. Please don't. Please don't. Second week, Mercury in the fourth house, man. Fourth house is all about home, family, and the past. So, look, this could just be a very, you know, look, we're just gonna speculate here that this is just, you know, a family member that you're happy to hear from, right? There's some sort of communication here, though, which unfortunately I do feel like is coming from somebody's past here that you could be dealing with in the second week of October. Let's have a little look-see. Spirit, what is this communication? Communication from home, right? Somebody that you live with, somebody that's in your family, or somebody from your past. Again, let's just hope it's somebody that you live with or that's a family member that you like, right? That it's all good and that this has nothing to do with the freaking past. All right, let's have a little look, see what's this about, this communication, and what's Mercury in fourth house about in the second week of October for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Spirit, please and thank you. Ooh. Oh, okay. Is it like that? Yep, all right. Why can't I? I just said, I'm like, can we just pretend and forget like that ever came out, Spirit? And I'm like, no, we can't just pretend and forget that's come out. Damn it. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Leo. Oh, God. I never knew a love like this before, right? Shit. Oh. What wants to come out? Well, man, I was trying to catch that like it wasn't coming out that way, but death in the reverse, right? Man, I do not like these cards already. Two of Swords in the reverse here. Five of Swords in the upright and the Death card in reverse, man. Somebody be stressed the fuck out here, right? But definitely made some sort of decision here, maybe to communicate with you, Leo, right? This could be, again, something you're intuitively picking up on. Could be worried about it, right? You could be seeing somebody particularly in your dreams at the moment too, right? Again, the moon's here. So potentially something that you don't see coming here. Somebody could also have been hiding some sort of feelings here for you that they're wanting to communicate. Okay, this could be somebody from your past. Oh, shit, we got a Knight of Swords here. Somebody absolutely wanting to take some sort of action here, right? I don't know why I was just starting to bloody hear. Oh, man, just carry stop, right? Wild, Wild West, right? Galloping horses could be significant too, right? So I don't know, horses could be significant to somebody. Look, Leo, this is somebody here that you've left out in the cold in the past. I'm going to say it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. Oh, it's like that, is it? I don't know. Somebody could be saying to you as well this week, second week of October, Leo. Ooh, this week could be significant too. It's like that, is it? Right? I don't know if someone's going to hear that in the second weekend of October. It's like that, is it? And you're going to be like, yeah, it is like that. Why? The Empress and the Three of Wands. Because, Leo, you've had some sort of growth here with that Eight of Swords in reverse. This is a situation, again, that you feel like you're freed from. Okay, it's not even sitting in the back of your mind anymore. Whoever this person was that wants to talk to you, Ten of Swords and the Devil, this person, I want to say this person potentially intentionally stabbed you in the back or intentionally betrayed you, or they knew, right? They knew that they were doing so. No, but this is, again, somebody that feels like you've left them out in the cold. Oh, it's like that, is it? You're like, yeah, bitch, that's justice, right? That is what that is. Could have been somebody that you were married to, okay, with that Four of Wands, Six of Swords. You've moved away from this person, though. Spirit guided you towards moving away from whoever this individual is. Seven of Pentacles. It was a long investment too, long-term investment. Okay, again, marriage type thing or long-term commitment. You could have children with this person, that sort of nature. Oh, we're seeing a King of Pentacles come out here. Okay, so could have been an earth sign. I'm not going to take that for face value on the upright direction, man, because we know what Leo and King of Pentacles energy kind of usually plays out here on this channel. But Temperance is here. Somebody wants to find that balance again with you because, now they're seeing some shit a little bit differently here. Right, the Five of Cups in reverse. Can I come back home? This is somebody who wants to come back and have a return here after a cycle's already completed out, but they want success this time with you. Okay, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. So, I don't know, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. You could also have Cancer in your chart. What did you do? You're like, I need to just walk away and love on me, right? This is this person. This is somebody that you were like, I just got to go love myself. Got an Emperor in reverse. That looks like more accurate energy coming out here, doesn't it, guys? It's a lot more accurate in the energy. So I don't know, guys. This person could be reaching out, having some sort of communication with you second week of October, or thinking about it, heavily thinking about it. Again, remember, thought is energy. We read energy, okay? This is all energy. Thoughts are also energy. So it doesn't mean that everybody's freaking Leo Earth sign X is coming back to conversate with them in the second week of October. All right. But for some of you guys, this will actually happen. But for the rest of you guys, this is just somebody that's just thinking about it. All right. We're just thinking about it. But, tried to come in the upright. Maybe it's going to try and, or they are going to try to come in the upright too, Leo, and fool you, right? But this person's very much still in the reverse, still on their same fuck shit, all right? What does Spirit want you to do about it? What do you want Leo to do about that situation? God, I'm purging that, right? He's already reaching out. Shut the front gate. Shut it down, shut the door, delete, block, right? Report it as fucking spam if you have to. All right, so again, we're asking how does Spirit want you to handle this, right? How do you want Leo to handle this? With confidence, with intelligence, right? Remembering the wisdom that you've gained, right? And also, Leo, remembering that you're on the right path. And the right path is not with this person. Oh, by the way, this person cannot get sex with you out of their fucking brain. So there's something about the sexual connection between you and this person. Like, yeah. And this person is also watching you wherever they can, however they can. If they can't, they might be watching through other people. But this person thinks about you sexually a fucking hell of a lot. And you're like, yeah, I know, because sex with me is fucking amazing, right? So, make sure you do what makes you happy in this situation, okay? Make sure you continue to follow your heart, all right? But be logical too, because you've gained wisdom here, right? So if your heart is leading you back to some shit from the past, I'm going to say that you probably aren't using your head 100% here, because this one's still coming up in the reverse. We're trying to pretend like we got our shit together, King of Pentacles in the upright, but he coming out as the fucking Emperor in reverse there. So just don't buy into that, right? Don't buy into that. Remember to keep nurturing what it is that you're trying to grow here, Leo, and all the things that you've grown since you disconnected from this person, okay? And keep being calculated with the way that you're moving, all right? Pull back, right? This spirit want you to pull back from this energy. All right, this could be a test as well to see, have you learned from your past mistakes? With all the solutions that are available to you now, Leo, are you still going to make the same mistakes and allowing this person to come back in? Or have we learned it enough times yet? Have we learned it enough times? Take control. Spirit want you to take control of the situation. And if you are trying to hold on to any false hope, man, ask yourself if that's what you're doing. Are you holding on to false hope here that things are going to be different this time? Because if she is able to fool you into thinking they're in the upright but still come out in the reverse, that's it. You know that, girl. So that's what you need to do. Just keep following your heart, right? Your heart's that part that's healed now, that no longer needs this energy. But for the rest of you, if this hasn't already happened now, like poor Susie Q, then this could be happening for you in that second week of October. All right, let's smash straight into that third week of October and let's get this reading done and dusted so you guys can get on with your days. All right, for those of you guys over in the States, I hope you guys are having a good morning. Hope you guys have a good afternoon. Hope you guys over in the UK and surrounding are having a good afternoon. And my side of the world, well, a few of you should probably be in bed by now, but that's okay. I'm not. Is bilingual now? Hang on. I didn't see where you wrote that before, Simrex. I'm just seeing right now on my screen over here. Is bilingual now a requirement for mingling? Well, yeah, you want to speak at least one language and the language love, right? That's 2 languages technically, isn't it? I don't know why it does that. I have no idea why it does that. And then it just stops on my screen over here. But yeah, technically we all want to be a little bit bilingual out here. We want to be able to speak the language of love correctly, right? We also want to speak at least one language that's not just, you know, mumbling or moaning and groaning, right? That's an actual language. So yeah, we all be bilingual out here. Well, some of us be more than just bilingual, all right? Shout out to those of you that do know how to speak more than one language, right? Oh, Ohio. How's the excitement over there in Ohio? But it's as exciting as it is here in my fucking state of South Australia. All right, what do we got going on third week? Oh, second house, right? So third week of October, this could be about your money, possessions, security. Oh, what else we got here? I'm not going to tell you that you're going to... I'm going to be a wanker, right? Oh, my God, you're getting, like, windfall, abundance, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait, what did we retract there? What are we retracting? Is that it? Is that the only focus here in the third week of October, the second house? Money, 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 money. Aries and the moon. Oh, interesting. Right, so the moon, our emotions, baby. What's getting us all emotional, right? So just be careful. What did I say? Jesus, what? What did I say now? Come on, tell me what I said now. Did I say something wrong? When don't I say some wrong shit up in here? I was born wrong. It's all good. Oh, the windfall thing. Well, you know, like, you know how every reader out here loves to tell you you're gonna fucking get a massive fucking windfall. You know, abundance energy, blah blah blah. Just sit back, kick back, Leo, and fucking just wait for that shit to just drop in your fucking lap, like you're entitled to some shit out here because you know, just because you're a Leo, right? Just for that factor that you just deserve all the riches in the fucking world. While you do fuck all for it. That just I love readings like that. They give me so much inspiration and hope to just want to do fuck all, you know? Oh, look, I think Susie at this point of the game, man, there's zero fucks left up in here for me. You know, 1111 on the screen here, 1111. 1111, also the number 4, stability. All right, so this could be about, again, being brave enough, right, with Aries energy there to face some sort of fears here, okay? The moon always talks about our emotions, our fears, things like that. So, yeah, this could be about you needing to, Leo, really, really take some assertive action here to face some sort of fears here when it comes to projects, work, your career, and that sort of thing. Do I say it peacefully? Do I? Do I? I like to think I'm non-belligerent. I like to think I am. Right. Again, you know what? Everyone's got opinions, right? We've all got opinions of each other, of other people. People have got 333 on my screen. What are you manifesting out here, Leo? What are you manifesting? You're manifesting something, okay? Now, it could be that you need to manifest the confidence and the courage that you need, okay, to face your fears here when it comes to something that you're wanting to build and create that is also tied to your abundance, your stability. We could also be talking about as well needing to take some sort of actions here, right? There could be some sort of actions here that you're needing to take. Also about following your instincts here, your intuition. 144 and 332 on my screen. 144 if you know, you know. I'm stern. I mean, shit, ask Martin. Martin got it pretty rough and raw, didn't you, Martin? But hey, in the end, I think it helped you. Well, I'm assuming it's helped because you've come back to the channel with a very different energy, right? And sometimes, like, it is. Look, as harsh as I am with other people, if you guys don't think I'm 10 times worse on myself, I fucking am. Like, I fucking am, right? Yeah, we do. There's a few of us that remember that day with Martin, don't we? But man, I needed to snap Martin the fuck out of where he was at. Otherwise, Martin was never going to fucking find himself again. We were going to fucking lose him completely. All right. And so I'm glad to see that sometimes that harsh word, that hard fucking word, has its place here, right? Because it doesn't come from hate or spite or any of the fucking things that people maybe think it comes from, right? It comes from sheer frustration of wanting the fucking best for people. We love you too, Martin. We're glad that you're back. We are glad that you're back. Oh man, that's what I mean. Fucking people think they can talk and judge some shit on me. Man, you got nothing on what I've said about myself in the past. Anyway, Leo, 3rd week, okay, we could, like I said, really be looking at, you know, needing to listen to your instincts here when it comes to the moon, listening to your intuition here with that. And again, taking some sort of brave action here, some sort of courageous action, some sort of some sort of move here. Okay. Now, this could be, again, a step up, right? Step up into something here that, again, leads to some sort of security here with that 2nd house, right? But this is about your money. Okay. So if you're sitting on any ideas out here, definitely time to start bringing those ideas to life, Leo. If you've been feeling intuitively guided to bringing those ideas to life, if Spirit have given you the download on it, well, let me tell you, when Spirit give you the download on it, and it's not just one of your own lofty ideas, you're sitting on that shit, man. There's going to be a lot of shit that's being held up for you, okay? Especially if it is a directive from Spirit or a download from Spirit about how you should go about something. You probably don't want to ignore that here. But what are we doing here, right? What are we doing? Emperor in reverse. Why are we struggling with that leadership aspect? Why are we struggling to be brave here and have that courage? Okay. Spirit they want you to take some sort of direct action here, right? To do whatever this is, right? And again, you need to listen to your intuition here, and I think your intuition's probably telling you the same. Now, that's not going to, again, every one of these messages isn't going to resonate for every Leo, right? I feel like for some of you guys that are a lot more business focused, career focused right now, this is probably going to be more so the focus for your I was about to say August, right? So I could be talking to an August-born Leo right now. I could be talking to August-born Leos, where that could be the focus, man, where work could be the focus here. But there's, yeah, you need to get yourself a different perspective on this situation. Not seeing things maybe the way that Spirit are trying to help you to see something here. I feel like Spirit are trying to give you a different perspective, a different... not a different download, right? Download's still the same, right? But just trying to get you to go about it maybe in different ways so that you can have that confidence, so you can flip that into the upright. I was not say that you're being a freaking tyrant or anything like that out here. We're talking about this energy of what this means, okay? And for this, it's about, again, not feeling the confidence that you need in order to do whatever this is, all right? So... get it done. Now, for some of you guys, it could also be about collaborating with partnerships, okay? So there is an opportunity here. Again, it's up to you. So if we're talking about, again, we are not talking about love. Scrap the whole love scenarios out of your head right now with these cards, right? But there could be a partnership or somebody that Spirit have guided you towards working with as well, okay? Which could, again, open up some sort of opportunity here for you to go down a new path. Right, so if you've been thinking about some sort of collaboration or coming together in a partnership when it comes to work, money, possessions, security, that sort of thing, right, and you've been a little bit worried about it, well, again, time to be brave, right? Make some sort of brave, bold choice here, right? I do very much with the Hierophant coming out here. I do very much feel like Spirit are trying to give you that higher knowledge here, right? Some sort of knowledge here that can't be gained just by regular means, right? Towers here. So we're looking at some sort of change, right? Spirit want you to change something. Have strength, right? Time to demolish this idea here, right? That you don't have what it takes, right? It's time to knock that tower down, right? If you've built yourself a false tower of failure, well, Leo, it's time to knock down that fucking false tower of fucking failure. I mean, look at it. It's sitting on top of fucking skulls, right? That tower's just sitting on top of a bunch of skulls. Some dead weight. Dead ideas, right? Dead ways of thinking, okay? We need the change to be you gaining your strength, your confidence, right? So, Spirit want you to, again, do a little bit of soul searching here. Dig deep into, Leo, you know who the fuck you are, baby. Right? You know who the fuck you are. You know. And I don't need to tell you. Nobody else needs to fucking tell you at the core, Leo. Right? At the fucking core, baby. Right? You hold that infinity sign above your head. It's the possibilities are fucking endless. Right? The possibilities are endless. So dig deep, babies. Dig deep. Right? Because... You've got the ability to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do here. All right, look, Queen of Wands. Have confidence, right? Dig into that creative energy. Especially because I want to say here, right, like you're not carrying shit from the past anymore, right? It's time to really show yourself that you've let go of all the hurt and pain of the past by also living truthfully, authentically, who you want to be, Leo. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Right? Because all that heartbreak, the pain, the ideas of other people, right? If you've healed all that shit, man, then it's only you who's stopping you right now, right? You've healed all that shit. It doesn't exist. Oh, I'm glad you're here too, Susie. I don't think I've seen you much around here, but I love your energy. You got beautiful energy. So, Leo, again, face your fears, baby, right? Fucking lions and lionesses out here. You're not fucking, you're not fucking... You're not little mice, right? Or just lower little bugs and shit, right? You are kings and queens of the fucking jungle, and it's your jungle. You create your jungle and you run it and rule it the way that you fucking want to. All right, 4th week, 177, all right? And the 4th week, 177 could be significant. All right, it's all about awakening, spirituality, luck, growth, abundance, all right? Uranus. Uranus is out here. So, we can see some unpredictable changes taking place here in the 4th week. This could also just be about change, right? So we could also just be talking straight up change. We could be talking about, I don't know, what you doing? You out here being a fucking rebel, Leo? Leo, being a rebel? Never. Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen, would it? Spirit said take that. Really? Okay. Leo. Wow. Okay. Leo, man, I don't know. There's going to be, oof. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get that, Spirit. I get that. That's easy. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. They're like, here, we'll give it to you, Carrie, in a real easy way. Man, I don't know who else would see cards like this. Uranus, first house, Leo, Capricorn, and Scorpio. And actually, as a tarot reader, right, even understand how the fuck to interpret any of that as a message, right? But any good reader, any true psychic, medium, intuitive, somebody who's actually well-versed in astrology, right, and all that sort of jazz, right, doesn't even need anything to back this up. There is something here when it comes to, well, Capricorn we're talking about as well. When we're talking about 10th house in Capricorn is all about your public image here. Scorpio, what are we doing? We're going through some sort of little ego death here at the end of October. Could be an ego death. I'm not going to say it's an ego death like you've been through before, Leo, because I feel like you've been through a massive one before here. But first house here is all about your persona, your identity, both also self and your physical body, right? But something here about your persona with Leo energy there too, which is all about the ego, identity, personality, okay, and the way that people are seeing you out here, right? There could be some sudden changes here, and again, some sort of Scorpio death and rebirth energy that's coming up for you guys at the end of October. 11:22 on my clock. I'm also seeing 4:04 on my screen. All right, let's have a little bit look more. Can I speak English? Yeah. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So, yeah, there could be a little bit of some changes here that are happening or going to take place for you, Leo, when it comes to not only the way you see yourself, but the way you present yourself in certain scenarios, certain circumstances, around certain people. Well, that's it, you know, ego, reputation, all that's just, and I mean, look, reputation is just a fucking idea, isn't it, right? It's an idea of how other people think of you, so I don't know. At the end of the day, right, these are the only things that I think should ever really matter. Do you intentionally try to be the best person that you can? Do you intentionally try to avoid being the worst person that you can? And do you sleep well at fucking night knowing who the fuck you are in your heart? If you can answer all those 3 things comfortably and there's no fucking questions, mate, you know you're doing better than most people are. Because most people, even though they got such fucking high opinions of everyone else, still can't sleep over the way they see themselves. All right? Wouldn't that fucking suck, man? 188 on my screen could also be significant. Also, number 23 is going to be significant here, which is also 23, number 14, and number 5. Okay, so there's about, again, some sort of changes that are taking place here. All right? So, I don't know if, Leo, maybe you've been letting too many external, yeah, here we go. I don't know, Leo, you could be letting too many external people get involved, or I'm not taking this as a third-party situation. Again, remember, it's relevant to what I'm reading, so, you know. There could maybe have been too many opinions lately around you, all right, or you could be absorbing too many opinions about how other people think about you, see you, feel towards you, right? And that could be impacting the way that you feel about yourself right now, right? So Spirit want you to focus on doing something nice for yourself in this last week of October, especially if you are going through some sort of ego death, right? If you are going through some sort of major shift or changes here where you are having to look at those aspects of yourself, make sure you're being kind to yourself, doing things that uplift your spirits, right? But it's also, Leo, realizing, right, that if you just pull back for a minute, right, there is something more to discover here, and that you've absolutely got the ability to change this because you hold the control here. So if there's something about the way that you're showing up right now that you don't really like, and look, we'll fucking do it from time to time. Some of us just happen to be fucking on screen when we do it. Other people get to do it when nobody sees it, right? But either way, if there's shit that you're doing right now, You too, Amber, you too. If there is things that you're not liking here that you know you've got the ability to change here, then that's where you need to take control back. 411. All right, so take your control back here in this situation. All right, give me a couple tarot, and then we're gonna close this message out with a couple of little oracle overall, just for the overall energy, and then you guys are going to get on with your days, right? Or get on with whatever it is that you're getting on with. For those of you guys that follow Simrex's channel, I believe he has his thing going on over on his channel shortly, so don't forget to check that out. For the rest of you guys, make sure we're not doing repeat regurgitated toxic tarot reads all day. We're making good use of our day. All right, so yeah, Spirit want you to find that balance here, all right, so that you're not living in some sort of space of regret here over anything as well. All right, Temperance is here, right? Finding your balance. Okay, finding the balance between the different sides of yourself, right? The light and the fucking dark too. Spirit, I like, did you have to put the F word in between there? No, I didn't, and I'm sorry. Right, I was just like, no, I didn't, and I'm freaking sorry. Holy crap. 414 could be significant, right? So yeah, there is some sort of transformation here, okay? But Spirit also want you to have hope and faith in yourself that you are able to balance this out. Because you can, Leo. You can always balance your energy out. Nobody else is deciding upon whether you do the work or not. That's up to you, right? Change. Exactly. Change. More positivity, right? So that you can feel more positive about yourself, okay? So those changes need to happen. They need to happen. So I feel like this isn't about an unpredictable change. This is about choice and choosing to make that change, right? So that we can feel more positive, right? So that we can feel that happiness. You can put a swear word in. You can put that in wherever you want. It's just Spirit sometimes start telling me, man, do you have to put an F and right in between all of that all the time, Carrie? Right? They don't expect me to completely change who I am in order to make myself more palatable to judgmental people, right? But do they want me to put in an effort to control my tongue from time to time? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're like, see, did you have to do it again? No, I didn't. I'm out of control, Spirit. I'm out of control. But you get what I'm saying? I don't have to say I effing love you guys every time I say it. I could just say I love you guys. You know, I just like to throw the effing in there so you know I'm passionate about that shit when I say it. When I say it, I mean it, right? But this is what Spirit wants. Spirit wants us taking some sort of action here, okay? To correct the things that maybe don't feel so positive, right? The things that don't bring about any positivity, or, you know, I mean, there is a time and a place for my F-bombs, my C-bombs, and all the other bombs that we drop up in here, right? But do I need to be more mindful and take some sort of action here and be really focused on that? Absolutely. I can't do it. See, I cannot do it. Spirit's like, we're going to sew your mouth shut one day. You wouldn't dare, Spirit. You wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't. But you get what I'm saying? So if there are things about yourself right now, Leo, that are being highlighted to you, I do feel like the last week of October is going to be quite significant when it comes to those changes. And look, maybe you're undergoing those changes right now. And it could be that by the end of October is when you see these changes a lot more solidified in yourself. Remember, babies, 21 days to make or break a habit. Okay, so we're not in any rush, man, but it's just about being mindful, right? It's just about being mindful. Don't be sorry about being spicy. I don't know if people really, you know, look, some people wouldn't refer to that as being spicy ninth. A lot of people love to tell me how unintelligent I am for swearing, and that's when my ego likes to pull out dick measuring on IQ, because I've got a pretty good IQ for somebody who swears like a sailor. 222. I'm on the right path though with the message that I'm delivering here from Spirit, right? So again, Spirit don't want us to mold ourselves to the idea of what society thinks we should be. I mean, for any of you guys that were born on a 5-day, right? or born with 5 energy in particular. So if your life path is number 5, for instance, things like that, then you were actually born on this earth to change the way that things are done, right? I was born on a 5 day. I'm not meant to do shit the way that everybody else is doing it. But I'm also meant to still make it palatable, right? We got to make it palatable. But I just look, sometimes I can't help it. And then if you were to put me into an office space or a professional scenario, 23 on my screen over there, if you were to put me into a professional space or scenario, then I absolutely have the ability. Because, man, I've had a potty mouth since I was a kid. I mean, my mum at age 3 used to wash my mouth out with soap and pin me to the floor and put chili and pepper on my tongue for swearing as a 3-year-old. So I've been doing it since way back when, right? But, I mean, I used to work in a professional field, right? I've worked in accounting. I've worked in offices before. I know what it's like to temper my mouth, right? It's just now I just don't have to. I don't have to because I'm not choosing to be in those spaces. But it is genuinely something that I would like to work on. So I'm just sort of saying the same thing to you, Leo. If there are things that are being highlighted to you right now that you know could do with some improvement, right, that is well within your capability to improve, then absolutely look at that, right? Absolutely look at that, focus on that, and make those changes so that you are showing up exactly the way that you want to be, right? At no point do I want to be showing up like I'm prim, proper, and fucking well-spoken or perfect either, because I'm just like you guys, right? At no point do I ever want anyone to look at me and go like, oh, no, man, if anything, some of you guys are fucking far more tame with your behaviors and shit than I will ever fucking be, right? But that's the whole point, is that we're all fucking human, right? The point is that nobody is above anybody. All right, and we're all out here just trying to do our fucking best. And if this is my best right now, well then, hey, I'm giving my best right now. Doesn't mean I'm not aware of the things that I do need to change or work on. All right, doesn't mean that I'll ignore that shit. But for right now, this is where we're at, right? This is where we're at. All right, let's get one of these for, let's get 3 of these actually, please, Spirit, for my Leos. Just a couple of little moon oracle over here to close out the message for my beautiful Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node placements for October. What you flipping upside down for? Huh? Oh, Spirit, way to say it. Take that one off the top. Let's do it and put those down. Man, as we're talking about, you know, this whole conversation, make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. And that's it, man. You got to be number 1 fucking cheerleader out here for you too. 11:33 p.m. on my clock, right? Because if you're still seeking the approval of others, again, my swearing isn't a problem because other people tell me it's a problem. It's a problem because I'm finding it to be something that I'm not so okay with all the time. Does that make sense? But if it was somebody else telling me to say it, you know what I'd probably say back to them? Well, fuck you, right? That would be my natural response, right? But because it's something I wanted to look at and I want to address within myself, that's why the only person's approval that I need is mine. And it's the same for you guys, right? Do you feel dingo snatching babies is the only... Oh, Jesus, dear, right? Now I'm going to sit there and be like, oh, I think I want to watch another round of fucking Seinfeld again, right? All right, the next one says, Leo, when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open, right? If you ain't got the fucking key to that lock, baby, right, just leave it right there. We don't be forcing no doors, right? Who are we, the freaking police, right? Just busting down fucking doors and shit, right? It's the police! No, man, we don't be busting down no doors, right? If it doesn't open, it doesn't open. Wish we could say that. Excuse me, sir, it's not opening. Could you kindly fuck off now and go to the next property, right? Oh my God. They are going to need a... Hey, I'm going to need a warrant? Man, Leo just waltzes in wherever the fuck Leo waltzes in. Drop bears, they will get you 100%. Watch out for the drop bears, the kangaroos that are hanging out in my front yard, backyard, all my yards. In fact, I've just decided that I would have one as my roommate, right? So, yeah, I don't know what he's up doing in there, but the drop bears. All right, the next one. Let's get to the rest of this. It's closed for a reason, right? If the door's closed, it's closed for a reason. Anyway, if it doesn't open, don't force it, okay? You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Well, girls, you know, we definitely like something bigger and better, don't we? So if we could get a redirection that way, fuck yeah. Anyway, that was just me being a little bit of a fucking dirtbag. Anyway, they make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities, right? So again, I don't know why everybody gets so upset about the past not working out when you could absolutely have a fucking wonderful, big and satisfying future where nothing's forced. Anyway, I'm just okay, Kerry. Leo, you are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You've been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Just make sure, Leo, that you are not the one who's energetically holding these things up by holding space for the past. Now, I said it to to somebody in our members live just before. If you are trying to invite new love in, but still holding a little door open, right, for the past to come back around fixed and elevated, right, let me tell you what's happening right there. Spirit aren't bringing you anything new, right? You need to let go of that completely in order for the new to come in. Otherwise, sit tight and wait as long as you need to for that past person to elevate up to your level. But I'm telling you right now, the reason why Spirit keep pushing you to move on is because the amount of time it would take for this person to catch up to you, you'll be living a whole nother lifetime. You'll be in a whole nother lifetime, a whole nother cycle, and they still won't have made it there, right? Because you keep elevating and you've elevated too far. So be excited about, you know, the mysticism up ahead in life, guys, right? Be excited about the unknown. Be excited about communicating with new people, having these new experiences, and these people actually being in alignment with where you're at. No trying to get anybody to freaking do this or do that, right? They're already on your level. All right, my Leos, we're going to leave it at that, my beautifuls. That is your, I guess you could call it your October forecast. For some of you guys, again, that could be the energy you're already in right now. For some of you guys, you don't even have to worry about it, okay? But if you do, just try to remember what Spirit's advice was on how to handle those situations. I'll be back tomorrow morning, which will be tonight for you guys over in the States and sometime in the middle of the freaking morning for you guys over in the UK. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to do yet. I'll just play it by ear, see how we go. I was thinking about, I was going to do subs reads after this, but we might save that for tomorrow instead. Otherwise, yeah, I'll wait until Spirit guides me on who I'm reading for, and we'll go from there, beautifuls. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves so well. And don't forget, if anybody needs me for anything, all my details, description box, private reads, pre-recorded, you can get on Etsy. Also, my Oracle deck. And stay safe, Leo. Love you guys. Till next time. Mwah. Bye for now.